presentation for cellular respiration and photosynthesis. So let's get into it. Let's try to get into it. There it goes. Alright. So the first thing that I was going to talk about was actually speaking about what cellular respiration is. It is a series of chemical reactions that break down glucose and produce something called ATP. It's used for many different reactions throughout the body, many different reactions throughout your environment. I use the example in the human body, but also as we're talking about photosynthesis in plants as well. Cellular respiration is a catabolic process. So what that means is a catabolic process is large molecules that are broken down into small ones. So energy is released throughout the process. And on the opposite end of things, you have anabolic, which is energy that is required. It's small molecules gathering together to create bigger ones. So it's like getting a balloon and filling it up with air, and then the other way is just taking the balloon and decreasing the air. So it's a size change. Alright. So next I broke down what photosynthesis is. It's a process that is done by absorbing light and converting that into energy. And through cellular respiration, it is later able to release into the plant itself and cause fuel for whatever the plant needs to do. So photosynthesis is considered an anabolic process. Again, anabolic being when small molecules are assembled into larger molecules, and energy is required to do that. So when a plant uses photosynthesis, it uses energy from sunlight and it converts it into carbon dioxide gas and water, and converts that into sugar molecules. So it's taking that energy and using it to be able to create these things. So the relation between the two processes, I kind of talked about how they are kind of interrelated because the product of photosynthesis is glucose, but in cellular respiration, the cell uses the molecule which is made in the process of photosynthesis, that is glucose. I don't know how to explain it without the way I already wrote it. So it breaks it down and it gives energy. So next we talked about if cellular respiration and photosynthesis, if one can go without the other. So I like to think of them as they are a tandem pair. They are partners, and one does not work without the other one. You cannot have cellular respiration on its own without photosynthesis. You cannot have photosynthesis without cellular respiration. It's a nice game of tag, and they have to have two players for it to work. And that they are completely dependent on one another.